If this show by itself didn't explain well enough why I don't watch SmackDown Live, then here I am for you to really explain to you in depth why I do not watch this show. The show, I think, was enough evidence for me, but some of you simpletons out there may need a more thorough explanation, so I'm here to give it to you. This is Backlash 2017, because we just had Backlash, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and apparently that we don't do that year thing anymore where it's a whole year till another pay-per-view. No, it's like 6 months now until the next pay-per-view. So like I'm expecting the next roadblock here in a couple months too. This show was terrible. I don't want to see anyone try to defend it. The show was absolutely terrible. And you know how I know it was terrible? The best part of the show was Jinder Mahal winning the WWE Championship. That was the best part of the show. You know your show has flaws when the best part of it is that Jinder Mahal is the WWE Champion. So, we'll get into it. We'll explain it all right here. We're in the undisclosed location here again. Okay, so the kickoff show nobody watches. So if you watch the kickoff show, I don't know what to tell you. I heard that a gay faggot with lines through his head defeated Aiden English. Cool, whatever. Why do you care? You don't. Exactly. Moving on. Opening match was the highly anticipated debut of Shinsuke Nakamura against Dolph Ziggler. I don't want to hear anybody on the internet try to spin their way out of this one saying, oh, well, Nakamura had a really good debut. I watched the match in its entirety. He kicked. He kneed. That was it. He kicked and he kneed. What do you want for a wrestler? He had one triangle hold. And he did one exploder suplex. Other than that, the whole match was punches, kicks, knees. He, at one point, asked for Dolph Ziggler to, like, come suck his boner. And then, at another point, he laid his head on Dolph Ziggler's back and just went, what does that mean? What is that? That's not character. What the fuck is that? Are you gay? How was this good? How was this remotely good? It was a 20-minute match with Dolph Ziggler and Nakamura rolling around the ring for 20 million hours. And the issue is that I know all you people, oh, well, Nakamura is only getting his feet wet. He's just seeing what you can do. Okay, the match went on for 20 minutes. There was false finishes. They were fucking calling it like it was a main event style match. And they fucking both acted like this was the match of their life. It was his debut match. That's the issue in itself. So I don't care how good you try to spin this off to be. This was Nakamura's debut match. And it was already treated like the 20-minute main event match they have either at the end of the card or in the middle of the card. And this is the problem with most of the matches these days. They book it exactly like this. All the matches. Not even just this match. Corbin and Zayn was booked like this. The tag match was even booked like this. Back in the old day, the main event was 20 minutes long for a reason. It's because every other match on the card maybe was like 7 to like 10 minutes at most. And everybody just got their spots in and they got out. And they told the story that they were trying to tell in the ring. The main event was 20 minutes long because that was the pay-per-view main event. That's what you were paying to see. You were paying to see those two guys clash, like Triple H and Batista. You were paying to see them clash in this all-out brawl. And they can go for 20 minutes because they can keep your interest for 20 minutes. When you have all these matches on the card that go for 20 minutes with guys they just bring up and they're like, well, we got to make them go 20 minutes to prove they're a good wrestler. It kills the whole atmosphere of a good match. Because that atmosphere is ruined because you do the same good match 3 times on the same show. Do you not understand that's the issue? If they wanted Nakamura, not like I'm going to give a fuck about him anyway, but if they wanted him to have a good debut, he should have came in, should have licked his lips like this, he should have been like, whatever he does, and then he should have got his moves in on Ziggler and then won. That's all he should have done. Instead, they dragged this on for 20 minutes, they made Dolph Ziggler go 80-20 with him. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler took over 80% of the match. And they made Nakamura look like every other basic fucking wrestler on the fucking roster. So why the fuck should we care? We don't. And the fact is, now that he's already had his debut match, the fact is, now you gotta expect every match to be like this. Because the debut match sets the bar for all the rest of the matches the guy has in his career. And now, looking at this fucking match, if you don't see, well, he didn't go for 20 minutes with this guy, and he didn't put on a real classic where he kicked the knee to anybody, then you're gonna be disappointed. So they really fucked this one up. Nakamura won. Nobody gives a shit because guess what? You had the Chicago crowd at first. They were like, but then after the match, that died down significantly. You know why? Because they made people not give a fuck about Nakamura. The only people who could care are those fucking smarks. The same ones that put the prayer circle for fucking Johnny Gargano. Same people. Match number 2 was the worst tag team title match I've ever seen in my life. It was the Usos versus Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Because apparently Tyler Breeze and Fandango now are a legit team or something. I thought they were jobbers the last time I watched SmackDown. Yeah, now they're here challenging for the championship. And the Uso brothers are still fucking stuck in their, oh, it sucks now, duh, yeah, phase, and it's stupid. And you know, the moment Breezango gets a title match, you would think, wow, they're really going to take this one seriously, and they're really going to show the WWE Universe why they deserve to be here, JAWN. No. Tyler Breeze, he comes out in fucking a janitor's costume, and he's mopping. This is Damien Sandow and The Miz all over again. Do we not realize how terrible that was? And of course, it's going to be the most over thing, because these simpleton retards in this fucking crowd, we don't really care about the work rate or the psychology. We actually just care about the comedy because we don't give a fuck about anything. Let's go Breeze! It's not funny. It's stupid. It's literally retarded. Why is he coming out to the ring in a janitor's costume? What, is that his character? By the way, they also played the Fashion Files report thing before this. If any of you support that, go hang yourself. I'm being so real. That is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life on this show. So, they have this 10-minute long, drawn-out tag team title match. And, of course, they can't have a serious tag team title match because they gotta get comedy out of it. So, Tyler Breeze, after he's done mopping the floor, get it? With the Usos, he fucking goes under the ring again, and he changes into a grandma costume in this tough Chicago crowd. We're Chicago. We don't tolerate jokes. And we'll stand up to anybody. Let's go, Grandma! You're fucking gay. So, the Usos won finally. It was the most stupidest tag team title match ever. There was one point where fucking one of the Uso brothers threw his fucking dress or whatever, Tyler Breeze's dress for Grandma, at JBL's head. And they thought this was so funny that they needed to show a replay of it on pay-per-view. Wrestling is dying, folks. Match number 3 was Baron Corbin for Sami Zayn. What is the story? Why do I care? Why should I care? This match went on for 20 minutes long, once again, because every match has to be the same exact way with the same exact fucking booking, and Sami Zayn actually won this time. Great. Way to build up tummy face. He just lost to Sami Zayn now. What the fuck are you gonna do? I thought he's going to, like, fucking be the champion. Sammy, I'm not finished with you. What the fuck do we do now? Why the fuck did Sami Zayn win? What the fuck are you building Sami Zayn up to? Very happy to be here, and I'm very privileged. I want to be in the Money in the Bank match. No! I think the 4th match was the women's match. I don't think there was another match, but if there was, whatever, I don't fucking care. The women's match happened, and, yeah, it was a women's match. It was terrible. It was only there to try and show, oh, SmackDown Live, we have a women's division. It's right here. Except your women's division is 1, Man Flair, 2, Tamana Snuka, 3, fucking Naomi. I don't want to hear anybody say Naomi's hot. She looks like an ape. 4, Becky Lynch, who is fucking Starfire on fucking steroids. 5, I don't even know. Oh, Natalia. The girl who's fucking, I said the guy, it's really the guy. The guy who's dominating Tyson Kidd in the bedroom. And 6, who's the 6th fucking woman in this match? Oh, Carmella, the girl who hasn't eaten in centuries. What a fucking roster. Your problem with the roster on SmackDown Live for the women's division is that Lana is the best woman you have. That's the issue. So I'll just leave it at that. I think the bad guys won, so of course this feud is going to continue for some reason, and nobody gives a shit. And let me just say, it's really gay how the heels team is called the Welcoming Committee. How do I know they're called that? Because they literally said it 20 million times during this match. Well, the Welcoming Committee, the Welcoming Committee, shut up! Who are they welcoming? I know they're not welcoming fucking Charlotte because she just came to the roster like 4 weeks ago. How is she still getting welcomed? And even if it was serious and they were called the Welcoming Committee, their team has Tamina on it, who hasn't been on SmackDown Live in forever. So it's stupid. Fifth match, Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. This is similar, all these jobbers are. I get them mixed up with each other. Kevin Owens is gay. I don't want to hear anyone say that he's not. I watched Talking Smack after the show, and Kevin Owens came up, and he did one of those trying to be cool things. He did that thing where, like, Renee Young was talking, and he has a microphone. He comes up, and he's like, they told me to wait until you were finished talking, but I don't really care, so I'm going to start now. Wow. That's how you know that they're trying to force him to be cool. Once you go to that level to try and get some fucking reaction, you know that they have nothing for you, and you have to go out there and be a fucking dumbass to try and get a reaction out of people. AJ Styles is still a queer. I don't want to hear anyone try to defend this guy. He had Japanese writing on his fucking tights tonight. He's so gay. I fell asleep during this match. I don't know what you want me to tell you, because I fucking fell asleep. You fell asleep during Owens and Styles. It was the best match on the show. I don't care how fucking flippy-do classic your match was. Once again, what was the build-up to this match? The build-up was, I don't even know. All I know is that Kevin Owens thinks he's the face of America now. Except, you can't take him seriously as champion, because 2 weeks ago, he lost to Chris Jericho the championship. I don't know when he got it back, but now he has it back. And now all of a sudden, he's beating AJ Styles by countout, because he can't beat him with a fucking pinfall, because Kevin Owens is too fat for that, I guess. Oh, he took advantage. No, if you want to take advantage, a real fucking heel would beat the shit out of Styles outside the ring until the 10 count happens, and then they're both counted out. This fat slob, Kevin Owens, saw AJ Styles was caught in a wire, and he said, "Uh-huh!" And he ran back into the ring to get the count-out win. Because he's a fucking coward. That doesn't build him as a good heel. It builds him as a fucking stupid ass heel. He's another fucking Seth Rollins. Who the fuck cares? I don't know why AJ Styles all of a sudden wants the United States Championship. Wasn't he just complaining about how he's not the main champion? Now all of a sudden he's going after the US title. I want to be the face that runs America. Eric Rowan, Luke Harper. Why is this happening? No, really, why is this happening at a pay-per-view? More importantly, if it's happening at a pay-per-view, is there a reason to care about it? Because you put it in the dev spot. Like, this was normally the spot where the women's match should have gone, and they put Luke Harper and Eric Rowan here instead. Eric Rowan comes out with this gay mask, with this fucking, like, ventilator mask on top of it, or whatever one of those fucking tubes things it's called. It's stupid. Luke Harper just comes out to a black tank top now. Luke Harper has talent, and he has potential to be a top star in this fucking show, but instead, they treat him like this fucking loser who comes out looking like a homeless man, and he's gotta have a feud with Eric Rowan for no reason. Stupid. I think Luke Harper won. I don't know. I didn't really watch this match, but I think Luke Harper won. Main event, Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, WWE Championship. This match was so bad. There was literally no reason to care other than the fact of, wow, are they really going to make Jinder Mahal WWE Champion? And sure enough, they did. They made Jinder Mahal the WWE Champion. And I know what you're probably expecting me to rant about this, and you're probably expecting me to complain. But honestly, if we're being real for a minute, them making Jinder Mahal champion, as stupid as it is, it may be one of the best things this company's done in a while. Because if you think about it, nobody was expecting Jinder Mahal to actually win the championship the moment he won the six-pack challenge. Of course, you had your typical fucking marks out there who, like, looked at the smart money bets and they were like, oh, Jinder's winning, Jinder's winning. But after he won the six-pack challenge, nobody really thought about that. And then I guess during the match at the same time, there was a majority of the audience that didn't know that Jinder Mahal was winning the championship either. They thought Randy Orton would retain because in a perfect world, Randy Orton would retain, right? But instead, Jinder Mahal won the championship. And it's one of those moments that you can't just duplicate again. Because, like, there's not going to be a moment like that to duplicate again. Just the amount of shock and the reaction from people about Jinder Mahal being champion, whether it's negative or positive, it's getting a reaction. And that's all this company's looking for, is a reaction. And that's what they're giving him. Jinder Mahal got the most reaction out of this whole show. Nakamura didn't get a huge reaction. Styles didn't get that huge of a reaction. Jinder Mahal got a huge reaction from winning the championship. Boos, cheers, hate, criticism, whatever. He got the best reaction out of all these people on the show. And that's what they need to find right now. They need to find a guy who can get the best reaction out of people. Because SmackDown Live is doing terrible in the viewership numbers. So, by doing this drastic move, it's either going to do two things. It's either one, going to cause the SmackDown viewership to collapse, which really, I don't fucking care. Or two, people are going to be so distraught, and they're going to be so fucking confused, they're actually going to watch SmackDown and try to understand why. So, really, this is genius. And if we're being real, Jinder Mahal is not that bad. Sure, I get it. He has tits. I complain about a lot of guys with tits. And he's got veins running through his fucking arms because he took steroids the wrong way. I understand. But honestly, his promos aren't that bad. His lackeys are pretty gay. They're kind of like, the Seth Rollins. J&J Security. They're pretty gay on their own, but I can ignore that. He's not that bad of a wrestler. He's decent on the mic. He's pretty good for what he is. And he actually has a character. And sure, it's one of those fucking, oh, it's another America anti-character. But hey, you know what? If it works, it works. I don't know what you want them to do. And it's not only that, but the gimmick is also that he feels so disrespected by the American people because they don't accept him for who he is. Because they've been looking down on him for years now as a fucking jobber. And they still look at him like that. And he had to go out there and prove to the world that he's not a jobber, which he did. So really, I think it was fine. I don't fucking hate it. I think it was perfectly okay. And, you know, at least Randy Boring isn't champion anymore. Why, hello, Jinder. You cost me the House of Horrors match, and now I will cost you your whole country of India by setting it in flames. At least he's not champion anymore. Now, of course, there's the double-sided shit of this because Randy was not champion anymore. These fucking smarks on the internet have to act excited that Jinder Mahal's champion. And they go, yeah, Jinder! I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. You've never been wanting Jinder Mahal to be WWE champion. Anybody online who's celebrating this and saying Jinder deserves it, you can go fucking tell them to go hang themselves. Because nobody is that big fan of a Jinder Mahal. Nobody. Nobody has cared about Jinder Mahal until this moment right now. So all of these fake people out here, and that's the other thing he can do. He can come out and be like, you fake people. And it will be right, because they are fake. None of them like Jinder Mahal. They just like the fact that this shocking, developing shit happened. And they want to be fucking trolls on the internet. So they go, yes, Jinder won, guys, Jinder won. You don't care. I know you don't care. So don't try and act like you care. Because 3 months ago when Jinder Mahal was on the roster, you were like, why is this guy here? Why is he still employed? Somebody needs to fire him. You fake people. You fake fucking smarks. This is why nobody can take you seriously. So overall, Backlash was terrible. One good outing does not equal to a good show. I don't care what you say. And don't worry, we're going to be back here in 2 weeks for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view there, John. Things are going to get extreme.